am 31 years old and I still eat standing at the kitchen counter with my back to the room. Last month, my husband finally asked me why. I was 5 the first time. My mother had made pork chops and my little brother decided mine looked better than his. I put my arm around my plate the way kids do, and my mother took my wrist, moved my arm, and said in the calmest voice, "Let him have it. You never finish anyway." That sentence became the law of that house. If my brother wanted what was on my plate, he got it. The bigger piece was always his, even when it started out mine. Seconds were his by right, because he was a growing boy. If I ate fast to protect what I had, my mother snapped that I was inhaling my food like an animal. If I said anything, I was selfish. If I cried, I was theatrical. By 9, I'd stopped putting anything I actually wanted on my plate because watching him take it hurt worse than never having it. I started keeping food in my room. Crackers in a shoebox, granola bars rolled inside a sock. I'd wait until the house went quiet and eat a single cookie on the floor of my closet in the dark, chewing as silently as I could, like a criminal. My mother found the shoebox when I was 11 and threw all of it away in front of me and told my father I had a hoarding problem. By high school, I had a system. Lunch in under 4 minutes. Dinner standing at the counter, angled away. At restaurants, I ordered the smallest thing on the menu because if it wasn't worth taking, nobody took it. I moved out at 18 believing I'd left it in that house. I hadn't. I still eat like a person on a timer. I still keep snacks in my nightstand in a home where nobody has ever reached for my plate. My chest goes tight when someone's eyes linger on my food a beat too long. My husband noticed all of it long before I explained it, that I was always finished before he'd started. The drawer. The way I turn my shoulder at a table like I'm shielding something. When he finally asked, I cried for an hour and told him everything. He just held on and said he was sorry, and I thought that was the end of it. Then my mother had her 60th birthday dinner and I said yes, because I always say yes. My brother sat across from me. I took the smallest piece of chicken on the platter without thinking, the way you'd flinch at a raised hand. Halfway through the meal, he reached across the table with his fork, spiked a piece off my plate, and ate it, casually. He didn't even look up. "You weren't going to finish that." My husband put down his knife. "What did you just do?" My brother laughed and told him to relax. It was a bite of chicken. My husband said evenly that it was my food, and he'd taken it off my plate in front of everyone. My mother jumped in like she'd been waiting. "That's just how they are. She's never been a big eater. She doesn't mind." And my husband said, "She doesn't mind? She eats standing up in our kitchen with her back to the wall. She hides food in our bedroom. She learned that from you." My father told him he was overreacting and making a scene. My brother said I'd always been dramatic about food. And my mother looked at me with real impatience and said, "Honestly, we did you a favor. Someone had to step in." The table went quiet. My husband stood up, put his hand out for mine, and said we were going home. She shouted after us that I was ruining her birthday over a piece of chicken. She asked why I couldn't let one single thing go. I didn't answer her. I just walked out. We got home near 11. He didn't say a word. He went into the kitchen and cooked the thing I love most, the thing I never order because it's expensive. He put the plate down in front of me. Then he sat across the table with both hands flat on the wood where I could see them, and he said, "This is yours. All of it. Take an hour if you want." It took me 40 minutes and I cried through most of it. The next weekend, he emptied the drawer in my nightstand, cleared a whole shelf in the kitchen at eye level, and put my name on it in masking tape. It's still there. Nothing on it has ever gone missing.